And back we are again for another review. Well, today I'm going to review the Alchemical Tarot Renewed, the 5th edition. And it's by Robert & Place. Now I love the cards of Robert & Place because they read like a dream. And I also took out the tarot of the Alchemical Magnum Opus. So this is like an edition, but more, less is more, let me say it like that. Then the Alchemical Tarot. Now you also have the new Alchemical Tarot Blue Sky edition. And I'm still eyeballing that. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. Maybe Christmas, because that thing is expensive, 65 euros. So let me still think about that one. Okay, now let me show you the Alchemical Tarot. Now I'm gonna put the camera a bit down so we can all see what we're taking out of the box. Okay, now it goes open in a box. It has a cloth over it, a kind of lining, yeah. It attracts cat hair, just like my gloves does. So, let me take them out of the box. It's a simple box, it's sturdy, another cat hair. So, a very nice box. It comes with a little bookie. And this deck has 79 cards. Because there's an extra lover's card in there. And that is the, yeah, you know you have love and you have lust. Now, Robert & Place makes a difference there. And you will see that in the lover's card. The deck is not on order because I'm using it for myself and for my private clients, not for the platform I'm working, because then I ruin them, because you need to be so quick. If you work as a professional tarot reader, you need to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I have for that a very good Rider-Waite deck that will do everything for me. It stays whole also, so it can have the abuse. But with these, I'm just a bit more careful. Okay. Now, let me show you the cards. Here we have the Queen of Vessels. First, something to say about the cardstock. No. Decent. It's decent cardstock. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. You have to work with it. Some people say, oh, I find it thin. Well, you know what? If it's thicker, it are like, in this case, 79 cards. So that means that you would have like a deck that's thick like this. You can hardly work with. This is perfect. It's gilded also. There's a golden gilding, as you see. I used it already some time, a few years now, and now you see a little bit of the gilding going off there. The back of the cards, Alchemical. Yes. Now, let's look at the deck. First, we have here the Queen of Vessels. She's looking in the Vesica, Pisces. So she's looking in, yeah, wisdom. Then we have here the Knight of Vessels, and I love this one, how it's being drawn. Look at him. Isn't he cute? With his hand in his waist, and yeah, a bit of the feminine, a man with a feminine feeling. He is like happy-go-lucky. It's the heartbreaker of the zodiac. Don't fall in love with him because your heart will get broken. Then I have here the Emperor. The Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and it's a high resolution printer, so you don't have that fake images. There are good, clear images, and it reads like a dream. Look at that King of Coins. It's a lion holding a coin. Looks like a Dutch bank. That gives me that feeling. The Six of Wands. And what I also like, oh, here we have one of the Lovers card. Yeah, let me put it aside. Two of Cups. There's a phoenix rising from your ashes. Yeah. The Devil, the two-headed monster. Yeah, that was also funny. I did a reading for one of my clients. And they want to know about the situation or person, whatever. And then I had this one, the Devil. So that's the two-headed monster. Yeah. Now, look at this card. Yeah. This is the lion eating the head of a, yeah, what is it? Eagle. Yeah. Light and dark, good and evil. Yeah. That meant for that client that the two-headed monster, you need to bite his head off and stop doubting, because the Two of Pentacles is like a doubting card. You doubt, your instability, you don't know how to deal anymore with the situation. Well, this is what it said, bite its head off. One has to go. It's or right or left, or dark or light, or good or evil, or a relationship or not. So just bite that monster his head off. The Star. Yeah. Well, she's filling up everything with milk. The 10 of Cups, I think. I don't know what it is. To look it up. 10 of Swords. Look at him laying there. He's not laying on his belly with 10 swords in his back, but in this case in his chest. 4 of Wands. Lady of Vessels. Now I don't use pages, and in this deck the lady is a page. Beggars. The Magician. Yeah, the Seer. The Seer. King of Swords. Knight of Staves. The Ace of Wands. The Hierophant. That's the High Priest. A social media card, a so-called friends card. That's a bit like the whole parade. Eh? Which one do you choose? One with black hair, blonde hair, or red hair? Yeah, take your pick. You don't know what to pick. So if you are doing relationship readings and you get this card, you know exactly where your partner is going, doesn't he? Where there is smoke, there is always fire. Don't ever forget it. 9 of Wands. Yes, talk about fire and smoke. The 3 of Wands. The 8 of Pentacles. Series production. The Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Staves. Yeah, there is some nudity in that deck, but it's not pornographic or anything. It's just art nudity. So there's nothing offensive about it, or provoking, evoking. Yeah? Naked. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, is it? We're all shaped naked, and we hide our body with clothing. So it's just what you make of it. The 4 and 7 of Swords. Yeah. The Hermit. The 3 of Swords. Now we have the Empress. Well, she's not pregnant here. Thank God. You know. But yeah. The World. Lady of Coins. Now this deck is based on alchemy. So you need to have a brain that's different wired, because this is made by an artist. This will not work for every tarot reader. If you're a tarot reader and you do your readings according to the little bookies, your readings will never work out. Tarot, you read on your intuition. You do that with the right half of the brain. That talks. That's the subconscious talking. Yeah, Death. Yeah, No side there, but an arrow. The Fool. Yes, he's blindfolded also. It's a fool making foolish decisions. Tower. Yeah, it's alchemical, chemie. Yeah. What do you want to make? You want to turn stones into gold? Well, keep on hoping, because you always need to work for it. The Knight of Coins. That's the only knight in the tarot that doesn't do one step forward. He's standing there doing nothing. Six of Swords. Somebody's returning or leaving, emigrating. The Moon. Yeah. I like this one, the King of Staves. Yeah. Judgment. The Queen of Swords. Strength. Taming the Beast. The King of Vessels. Yeah. The Four of Cups. An elephant standing on 4 cups. When do they crack? The High Priestess. It's the same one as the front of the deck. Of the box. And then we have that Lovers card. Okay, the 2 Lovers cards in this deck. Now this is for a love reading. Yeah, this is essential. I mean, I have some girls there like, oh my God, does he love me? Only comes from for this. And then he leaves. Okay, now if you have this card, that means he's in love with you or she's in love with you. Yeah, but this is just lust. So this has nothing to do with love. Sex and love. Yeah, well, if you are in love, sex will happen. But yeah, sometimes it's the upside down world. First the sex happens and the love will never turn up. They call that a friends with benefits relationship. Or you can also see it like this. These guys don't want to go to a lady they have to pay, so they look for a girl that's vulnerable and keep them on a string. So you know what, I see you from time to time, once every 2 weeks, to empty something, and then yeah, I don't call you anymore. So that are those 2 cards, and that happens a lot, you know. I'm dealing with those clients all the time. Is he in love with me? And here we go again. You have to tell them the truth. You cannot keep quiet about that, because I'm just a messenger. We're doing my interpretations about your life. I'm looking in somebody else's life who I don't even know. And you know what? I'm always correct. What's happening in their life will, on one way or another, turn up in my cards. So that is what I call the real magic. You don't see something happening, but in the meanwhile it happens. It's called quantum physics also. Now, if you want to look into all those things, be my guest. Go to Stanford University or to IANS. That's the Institute of Noetic Sciences. And there is everything being researched what we psychics are going through, because you're being like ridiculed by society, you're an imbecile, that kind of thing. Well, they take us seriously, so you can get yourself tested there. You can do that on the internet, or if you live in the States, you can sign up for some tests also. I would always do that, because it's like you need to know if you're genuine yourself, or that your brain is just making an acrobatic tour to invent something. Who knows, huh? So I'm like, I need to know for sure. I don't believe, because believing is not knowing. You know, and I like to know things for sure, what's going on in my brain if I start making predictions and telling you what's going on in your life and what you're thinking right now. So, yeah, some people don't like to be around me that often, because I will pick your brain without using tarot cards. So, here we have the tarot of the Alchemical Magnum Opus. Now, this is the little brother of this one, or little sister, how you want to call it. And this is also a gilded deck. I must say his decks are quality. And this is less is more. So you have here the cards. I'll just show you a little bit. This is the 9 of Swords. Look at its face. I'm worried. Yeah, You don't need to draw somebody who's laying awake in bed then. This says it all. The 7 of Batons. Yeah. Conflict. King of Coins. Here we have the lion again, what we just saw in the Alchemical. The 4 of Cups. Again, that elephant on those cups. 3 of Swords. Crying heart. Greater conjunction. Yes. Disposition. Knight of Batons. It's the man who comes in action. This has everything to do, if this goes in real life, most of the time he will say movement. You're moving, something is changing, because change is the only constant in the world, in the universe, and that's change, because nothing will stay the same. The 10 of Swords, 9 of Coins. Oh, is this one? Lady of Swords. Yeah, I don't know. 7 of Cups. Ace of Cups. So if you buy the Alchemical Tarot, make sure you also buy this deck, because this is an edition here. Nar. We call this a Nar. Yeah. The Fool. And here we have the Magician. Ace of Batons. Ooh. The Queen of Cups, hiding behind the Vesica. Yes. Looking. But she looks over it. You need to look in. And some people, everybody has the ability to look in the Vesica. The Vesica, what is the Vesica? The Vesica, that is the space between two circles that you put over each other. Then you hold like a kind of oval shape. They also call it the Jesus fish. You see it a lot, that sign on the back of religious cars, from religious people, not the cars who are religious. But yeah, that's the Vesica. And the Vesica holds all knowledge. Here we have the Devil, 2 of Swords, Knight of Cups again. Yeah, talk to the fish. Ace of Swords, Crucified Serpent. Oh, look at him. That's 12, that's the Hanged Man. 2 of Cups, Knight of Coins. Yeah. Baptism. Now here we have a mermaid who's split in 2. Circulation. So you need to let those cards work in on your psyche. Yeah. Now they start to tell you something. The cards don't really tell you something, but you know what I mean. Your subconscious is already taking out the cards, shuffling them, and the right ones will turn up. This card, it's funny. I had once a girl who would ask me, can I contact him? And I pulled out this card. No, you cannot contact him. Be quiet. Play the game. This is the Priestess of Water. This is the High Priestess. You don't say anything, you attract and you don't chase. The 3 of Coins, work, climbing higher position, Lapis Albus. King of Swords, yeah, everything that has to do with machinery, devices, internet, new inventions. Can be a car, for example. If you have the King of Swords and you have like a chariot next to it, and death, that means you can take poison on it if you have that in the house. You know, it's like your car will break down, or your bike, whatever is riding, it will break down. Resurrection, distillation. Exaltation, it's the Hermit. 8 of Batons, the Lady of Coins, the White Queen. No, that's the Empress. Tower. Fermentation, conjunction. 6 This is the Lover's card, conjunction, two become one. Look, there are two together in one bottle. So yeah, if you want to have a tarot deck of decks that are the creme de la creme, that's made by an artist, because let's face it, our brains are like different wired. It doesn't work in the way from somebody who is non-creative whatsoever. I recommend this deck, these two. This will bring you to a higher knowledge, because we need to know, we don't need to guess. So yeah, I will say take your chances. If you have to buy those together now, you will spend like €100. If you are living in the States, they are a lot cheaper, because Robert and Place is living in upstate New York. So yeah, if you live in the States, it's easier to get, and those decks are then not so expensive. But we have to do, we have to pay like import costs, you know, douane, that kind of thing. So, but still, these are worth it. And yeah, if you want to have good decks that will bring you somewhere, that will tell you something, this is the one, and this is the one. I'm loving them. Okay, for now, the decks of Robert and Place. I got a few more. I will do once in a while one. Yeah. And for now, it's like, yeah, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribing to the video, you can do here. Here you find other videos, okay, that will also bring you to decks who are worth it. So, for now, I'm wishing you all a very happy Tuesday, and the rest of the week, let it be, haha. Yeah, I don't know when I upload another video again, because at the moment I need to work. I just had a little hour of free time, and I was like, you know what, let me make a video. Yeah, that makes me feel good. You do something, you add something, so my pleasure. I see you for the next one, and have a great week. Bye bye.